Hello everyone, today we are playing a new game. It's going to be Tazzy and I, as you can see, and it is going to be MudRunners. Basically what MudRunners is a simple game which is based around the idea of trying to get logs from one place to another. But the key aspect is of course the map, which is always the tough bit. On top of this as well, there are many maps and many challenges to have a go at, so I think we're going to have a go at some of them over the next, period of time. I personally really enjoy these styles of games. It started off with Spintires, and now has culminated into MudRunners. MudRunners is available on Steam and many other places, and also it comes with some free DLCs, so if you want some interesting trucks, you are able to do so. So what I'm going to do is just get Tazzy in here, basically see if he's alright, and then, get started on the bog. So let's find good old Tazzy. Are you there, Taz?
I am.
Are you ready to go? Is the next
Yes.
question. Well, it says that you're not, so it might be worth hitting the thingy. Let's just make sure that's like that. And let's get into the bog. There we go.
What they call the ready button is some next level. Big brain.
Right, what do you have to do?
To start.
Right, so you can...
I'm making mine a little bit more difficult on myself. One of the vehicles I've selected is not suited for off-road use. So.
Fair enough.
Well, it's because me and Rex already beat this map.
Well, I've already beat it, but what I haven't done is I haven't got all of the vehicles. So I just want to...
Well, then you haven't beat it?
Yeah, exactly. So I want to get all these vehicles. So...
Should have done that while on the way to getting the rest of the stuff.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't. So that happens. So I think... Where do we want to start? Do you want to go east or west? When it comes to this
I go west, get the 3 vehicles, pick up fuel with one of those, and then bring it back here and then start hauling logs.
Okay, so...
But one of the vehicles that I pick up just to the west of us, I drive over to the log station, pick up more stuff there. Because there's a few different ways you can beat this map. You can go the western way, or you can go the eastern. Both are equally as difficult.
I mean, the thing that I see personally is that we need to unlock that garage up there, right? It's right next to a fuel station, but at the same time, you have these 3 vehicles down in the west that I think we should do really quickly. Just kind of get them out of the way. And then you've got the other one, which is right next to that other log station, right in the top west corner. There doesn't really seem to be any point to go up there apart from to get that vehicle. Like it.
Yeah, other than to get the truck, there's no reason.
Yeah. So I think, at least from my point of view, go west, get the 3 vehicles with a small vehicle, and then head to the fuel station. Go east from there, maybe hit this watch point, and then up to the northeast to the garage. Basically just do that. So.
Wow, they weren't kidding. This thing's really not suited for off-road use.
Why have you got that? Oh god. I was just gonna take the little this little thing to get them. Cause it shouldn't be too hard, right? Like should be just down the road. This thing doesn't have a ton of fuel, but I don't think I'll need a ton of fuel.
Shouldn't, but what you just experienced is why that thing fails so hard.
I ran into a log.
No.
Here we go. I do need to check something real quick, actually. Let's just see. Yeah, everything's fine. Alright. Yeah, the branches seem to be a bit of an issue for this machine. It doesn't like them at all. We're going at like 2 liters per minute. I mean, that's not too bad. We can also set up waypoints on the map, so I'm going to do that. Otherwise, I'm going to lose my way. We'll get this one first, up here. There we go.
I don't think you're ready for my little vehicle.
Was it a little roadster?
Oh, it's better.
Let's see. Oh no! It's the Russian special. Wait, what? Why has it got the back off of it? Oh my god, that's...
The Russian, it's the Soviet mystery machine, man.
Oh god.
Except right now I look like a bomber because I have 2 fuel drums in the back.
Why have you got fuel drums? Do you think we're gonna make it to the... Like, don't we have to go through a bog to get to this fuel station? I feel like we'd need something heavier, you know?
Whole map is a bog.
Yeah. Oh, we got some... Oh, Jesus! Alright. So the branches are a real issue for this machine.
Mm-hmm. And the fact that he constantly wants to shift.
Yeah.
Like, just leave it in gear, Pedro.
And you can't even fix that from changing, you know, changing to
You can put it into
manual.
first, but it's too low a ground speed.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. Dude. Oh, just relax. Relax. Okay. I've taken damage. We're okay. Ooh, they've got like a damage model now in this game. That's kind of cool. Looks like something's actually hit the front of my car. Wait, why did I unlock that car for you?
Because that's how it works. You can unlock cars for each other now.
Oh. Well, there's the K700. Now we need to get to... Are you doing okay back there, or do you need some help?
I'm good.
Alright. Now I need to get these other 2 down here. So let's just set up some waypoints and head out. This thing, I'm actually kind of surprised it's doing pretty well. Oh, hello. I see you've cheated your way down here.
No, you just click the mini-map.
Yeah, I know. Oh my god, come on. So what's that thing used for? It looks like for picking up logs
Loader.
and stuff, yeah. We don't really need that on casual, do we?
Oh,
come on. Good thing you're not in a Land Rover. Yeah. A Land Rover would still be better than a Range Rover. Oh, come on. So let's get these 2. Let's see what we've got. D538, which looks like an absolutely humongous machine. What's this one? A B311? This looks like a utility truck right here. Are they both utilities? I feel like I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna need to get a fuel thing then. Okay. So I've unlocked these 3. Now we need to go back to base. What do you think's better, the 4310? Or the 375? Probably the 375.
yeah.
So I think I'm gonna bring a fuel cistern. I need a fireproof exhaust. And that. I don't need a fuel trailer. It's basically... wait, how are we gonna get to... How many garage points do we need to unlock that garage up there?
4.
4. I don't think I can carry 4. Yeah, let's see. So I see
When we
garage
come
parts.
back, I should be able to help quite a bit.
Oh, I can take 4. I
You
can.
grab 2 in the like its utility attachment. That would be the best.
Well, I've got I can take garage parts, and then I can take a garage trailer too, and that
Garage
is
part.
yeah, and that's 4 overall. So I can bring the full 4, but the only question is, am I gonna get stuck trying to get to that garage?
We're both going there, so there's no point.
Well, what about fuel and stuff?
Fuel there. Fuel up as much as you can here, and you should be good.
All right, okay. Because I
Don't forget your
got
spare. That way you have extra parts.
spare wheel,
Yes.
and I don't need it. So yeah, we just need the garage trailer, nothing else.
Shouldn't need the trailer. You just need it on your chassis.
Yeah, should be good. All right, let's head out. If we need fuel, we can always double back. Are you running diff lock and all wheel, or?
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like they're kind
There's
of
no
just,
reason not to unless you're playing hardcore.
Well, the only thing is it uses more fuel, right? That seems to be the only
Shouldn't be a problem.
Is that a house? Kind of. We're going to be creating a new wonderful world of garages in the north of the map. Oh, Jesus Christ. This thing does not handle well.
By the way, I have my wheel out, so that's why I'm cruising.
Oh, fair enough. Just lead the way, Padre. I'll try and follow behind.
Yeah, I got it in 5th gear, high revs. I'm booking it.
Yeah, I'm in 5th gear too. Using 9 liters per minute, so fuel's going a little bit quick, which is a bit of a worry. But we'll see. Did you take a right or a left?
What? You just going straight.
This is not straight, this is a right.
No, that is not a right because the other's not a road, you dweeb. Look at the mini-map.
I took 3 damage from something. I'm good. Here we go. Oh. Hey, Paddy. How you doing, bud? God, these little, like, thin branches are really screwing up the movement. Come on. Oh, Jesus. Matrix says does it drive like a 5-ton? I was just doing some Chinese tanks. Yeah, I was doing some Chinese planes before. Just trying to get some of them out the way. Come on. So that's a bit of a bog area, so we're going off-road into another bog. Oh, Jesus. It's kind of annoying that I don't see the water effects on your vehicle, which kind of sucks. I only see them on mine.
Effect-wise, they've definitely turned this game down compared to its predecessor.
Yeah, because I'm on full like graphics as well. So.
Yep. The reason why I go this way is it's quicker to get to the cloak.
Fair enough. Can you reset vehicles to garages?
You can. It's better if you don't, though.
Yeah.
It's one of the statistics that it tracks.
Oh, that's quite good, actually.
Yep.
Oh, come on.
Like when we play one of the other maps, I need to smash like another 13 pumpkins to get a Steam achievement.
Oh yeah, I saw that on some of the challenges where it's like find a pumpkin and destroy it. Didn't really know what it was on about.
They're just pumpkins on the map.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, come on. Let's try and stay out of that muddy area.
Bridge up ahead, so watch out.
The mud definitely looks a little bit odd when it's like in little pieces on your wheels.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. To the left, right?
What? This is a straight road. There are no turns.
There is definitely a turn.
Nope.
That is a turn.
Look, if I don't have to turn my steering wheel a full 180, it's not a turn.
Okay. Right, we're going straight, but there is a left turn. We're just not taking it. Okay. Alright. Bridge done. Let's see. Oh, we just have to go straight now.
You still got another 155 liters.
Oh yeah, I'm fine. Got plenty of fuel. Thought we would be, I thought we would definitely be struggling a little bit more, but then again, we're
Now,
not.
on some of the other maps, when you get like the prime movers, you definitely will struggle.
Yeah.
Like I'd move 8 logs at a time, and I had enough horsepower I wouldn't get stuck. So
Yeah.
Rex's whole job was unlock the cloaks and bring me fuel. So like halfway back to the base, he would have to bring more.
Yeah.
I actually got the achievement. It was like burn 300 liters without taking your foot off the accelerator pedal.
Yeah. This game is the successor to Spintires, which is what the first game was called. So this is the second game in the series called MudRunner.
Yeah, the first one was dumped because it was the publisher stopped supporting the development.
Yeah, basically this is the creation of the developer, and he actually got backing. There was a, if you go and look at the news stories of that time with the developer, there was even stories that he built a kill switch into the first game because the publisher was not playing ball with him, and all of this craziness. Alright, so what is, I'll just check something. Yeah, everything seems to be working well. Alright. So what is the next thing that we need to do? Probably head over to that log station, right?
Well, do you want to unlock the other stuff and get the watch points before you start hauling log?
Well, no, I meant, yeah, but I mean,
Because I can start working on logs if you want to do watch point.
Well, we can do watch point, but then I want to get over to that B131, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. You can go ahead and do that, and I can start hauling logs.
Okay. But the only question is, where do I go from? Do I go from here and just west?
Personally, what I did is I went from the 3 vehicles we picked up to that log station, to that kiosk. Because I already identified all the terrain that I would go through and identified my route, whereas the watch point, you don't know what's under. You don't know what's under that cloak.
Right, well, I'll go that way then. The only question is what to take. I think I'd take the little dinky car.
I would take one of the 6x6s.
The 131s? Yeah.
Yeah, I would take a 131.
Alright, I'll just head up there with the 131 then. But this one's a utility truck. I really don't need the utility part. It doesn't matter. We can fuel up along the way if we need it. So, let's see. The only real question is, which roads do I want to go along? And since this one is an actual road and the other one looks very sketchy, I think we're going to go along the actual road. So we're going to go here, here. Looks like we have a river to cross. That's a bit of a problem. And we'll take this road, try and miss out as much of the water as we can. And let's go this way. I like the little destination, or the little thing you can do with the waypoint system.
Yep,
that's
and I
cool.
can see them too.
Oh, can you? Oh, that's awesome.
I can see the first one in your string.
Oh, that's nice. We're gonna go.
So leave your truck over here at the garage because I may need you to come get me out.
Alright. I can only put so many dots down, but that's okay. Start the engine and get going. But yeah, there was, at least with the first game, there was a lot of issues between developer and publisher.
And now the publisher's Focus Home Interactive, which does Farming Simulator as well, so they're very reputable.
Yeah, they're a lot better. And because of that, you know, there's, when it comes to MudRunners, there's a bunch of, oh, that's a river. Is there a bridge? No, there isn't a bridge. Uh-oh. Oh, we should be fine. But, yeah, there's a bunch of free DLC for this game as well, which is nice. And, generally, it seems like the developer's a lot more happy than the first one, which is very much what you want. Right, so if I remember, I want to get into the stream, and I want it to gradually push me up stream, so I don't get stuck. Oh, that's easy. That's a really shallow stream. I thought it was going to be a lot worse than that. Alright, here we go. I like the first-person mode as well. One of the things also which is great about this game is there's a ton of mods for it. Like, there's a very active community when it comes to mod making, which is always good. Same as the first one was. So if you want to, like, you know, bring in vehicles for anything, there's a lot of people who've made their own and stuff, so, you know. Let's take a right here. Watch that branch. Yeah, when it comes to War Thunder, it's definitely good to take breaks and play other games. Like, I think depending on how far we get through this game, because I know this game gets really hard later on, but I do want to play a decent amount of this game. Then we have like other games such as Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. That's coming out pretty soon, so I definitely want to play that. Okay, no, we're good. And also some other stuff, you know. I'd love to play through the Battlefield stuff, but I can't justify the price right now, so we'll see in the future. Mods with tower trucks? Yeah, that would be cool. I hope you're doing well, Hauser. Like, at least in the first game, there was pretty much mods for any type of truck that you wanted, you know. It was very, very forgiving in that aspect. Let's see, let's go across here. Seems to be some waterway, that's okay. And then we go into whatever the hell that is, and then we kind of just hit an uh-oh at that point. So we've got to work out our own way. Or we can try and get the waypoint, or the watch point. Maybe that will help. Oh, Borderlands later in the year? Yeah, but I'm not sure if I'm going to stream that or not. I normally just like chilling and playing Borderlands. Like, I don't really talk much playing Borderlands. I kind of just watch and enjoy it. But we'll see. Also, the issue of, you know, the price of it. Because it seems like at least when it released on Epic, there was a bunch of different editions and stuff, and they're really pushing this idea of daily content, which, or like games as a service, which I really don't like. It's kind of interesting reading the Ubisoft, it must have been Q3, like, interview they did, where they basically talked about how their games as a service model wasn't working properly, and it was mainly down to the fact that they were releasing too many games. So they said how They said how releasing Destiny 1 and releasing Destiny 2 in such short of a time was kind of crucifying their own model, which was hilarious. And they're not wrong, they're completely right, but it's just really funny to hear them say it. It is... Oh, also this game has a day-night cycle, so that's fun as well. It's starting to run into night. Evening, Poke. Come on. Like at least their projected earnings went down by 80%, according to them. But that wasn't really because of the sales they'd already had this year. It was the fact that they'd pushed back a lot of games to next year. So that's basically what's going on with that. So a lot of people, saw a lot of headlines about the news saying, oh, Blizzard is losing 80% of its revenue, but I mean, that's only because the games that they were supposed to create, they have decided to... I'm going to try and get that watch point, actually. They've decided to push back until next year, so they'll be in the earnings report next year. You got to remember that Blizzard had record profits, or record turnover, one of the two, last year, which is kind of crazy to think when, the company's in a bit of a dodgy position. How are you doing on the wood?
Doing fine.
I should be at this waypoint pretty soon. Here we go. Oh, big old turn. It's the big thing. Oh my god, I've gone way too north. Alright. Sometimes in this game, the map gives this impression that the map is huge, but it just isn't. Or at least on some of them. Like this one, it definitely looks a lot bigger than it actually is. Also, we should be good on fuel. Only using like 5 to 10 liters per minute. Do you need any help repair-wise, or are you good?
I'm good.
Oh, I found quite a big pond. Or should I suppose call it still water? You going for that watch point?
I can.
Well, I was heading towards it.
You're heading towards it. Road.
Yeah. Hey, G3R. They had a really big voluntary exit scheme last year too. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they basically gave people severance packages and said you can leave if you want. And then they started hiring people on in those exact same positions as contractors. So they didn't have to pay them benefits. Isn't it wonderful? Like, what a wonderful company. Alright, we're gonna have to do a bit of off-roading here, because I think I've missed the road, so... Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna go south a little bit. Should be okay, though. There isn't that many trees in the area. Ah, there's the watch point. Nice. Oh, don't get stuck here, Jimmy. There we go. What's the difference between MudRunners and Spintires? You can probably answer that best, Taz.
They're one and the same. Just MudRunner is the more modern variant of the game that's being supported by different publishers. So small variations are different, such as there is DLC content and some of the textures and graphics are different and they have new vehicles, but other than that, functionally speaking, they're the exact same game.
Yeah, there's different maps, different content, and this one is being supported where Spintires is just dead. So, well, not dead, but you know, it's the support it's getting is not going to add any more content. It's just going to keep the game alive. So if you ever see MudRunners, it's much better to pick up MudRunners than it is to pick up Spintires, basically. But they're not compatible with each other. No. They're two standalone different games. Oh my god. Alright, let's go. Let's get across this. Uh-oh. I'm taking water damage. Oh, we're good, we're good. Right, I'm heading over to the other lumber mill to get that vehicle. Well, the reason why this happened is because the developer of Spintires fell out with the publisher, and basically the developer said, "Screw this! I'm gonna go and make my own thing," and get supported by a different publisher. And the fact is, in my opinion, if the developer is not happy and then becomes happy through a different publisher, then we should support the developer, because without the developer the game doesn't exist. Oh, come on, big man. Let's keep going.
Hello there.
Like without without the developer, like the publisher, most of the times, I mean, obviously we never know how much they're involved, but most of the times publishing is designed for more of the advertising and the commercial side of things, where if there is no developer, the game does not exist. It's as simple as that. So I think it's much more important to support developers than publishers. This road over here is actually kind of nice. Not that much mud. Not that much water. How many logs have you done, Tess?
I have 6 on board.
Alright, how many do we need? 8?
8.
Alright.
That's why I'm moving at a snail's pace. I'm loaded heavy.
Alright, I am at the B131, so I just have to work out how to get to it. Oh, it's right here. Never mind. Alright, come on. Here we go, Bertha. Let's go. Perfection. Alright, so that's that one done. And then... So, we need to get this other watch point. I'm kind of worried about fuel. So, the question is... how am I gonna do this? Where's the road leading to that thing? There isn't really a road going to that watch point. I think I'm gonna double back and get across here. And, I'll meet up with Taz, make sure that he's okay. Bring back this 131. And from there... How deep is that water near you?
It's traversable depending on where you go.
Alright. It seems like I have no idea where that area is, so let's just do that. Oh yeah, Spintires multiplayer was great. Like, I really enjoyed it when we played it. What do you think about EA coming back to Steam? Overall, I think it's a positive move. It shows, you know, a lot of people over the last few months or so have been criticizing Steam for basically not doing a lot, and also criticizing Valve. Like, as a person who watches a lot of Counter-Strike Global Offensive, I feel like a lot of people were let down by the 20th anniversary for CSGO, because not really a lot happened, you know, they just added a bunch of skins to the game. And also, you know, when you look at the Dota community is always talking about how they feel underappreciated by Valve. And also with the strides that Epic Games has been making in the gaming selling industry, and also the fact that you have a lot of launchers popping up, like the Rockstar launcher, and obviously Origin and Uplay, which were there before. Hey Bernard. The fact is, to see Steam making like these collaboration moves, I think is a positive thing. Also, if there are more places where stuff is on offer, as long as that offer is fair and just, then it's fine in my opinion. It's good. Just means that more people get access to more games. And it seems like they're trying to push it with this Jedi game. And after I looked at some of the gameplay footage of the Jedi game, I'm kind of interested in it. I'm always worried about Jedi games though, because you have a fundamental problem that Jedis should be overpowered as all hell. So if you don't feel overpowered in the game, then it's a little bit weird. And then if you feel, you know, if you do feel overpowered, then it's not a really fun game, you know. There's got to be some form of challenge to it. How do you think the Hemet would do in this game, Taz?
It depends. It would probably get stuck because of how heavy it is, but if for just hauling straight gear, it'd be effective.
Yeah.
I mean, none of these vehicles would do near as well as they're doing.
Oh no, they wouldn't. The terrain is definitely not vehicle friendly. The Saints Row series basically made the player overpowered, but they were still fun. But they weren't overpowered from the beginning. And then, if you're talking about Saints Row 4, when they gave everybody superpowers, I personally didn't find that fun at all. Like, Rex and I played through Saints Row 3 and had a blast playing it. Like, it was so fun. And then, I don't think we ever finished Saints Row 4 because, first of all, it was just doing the same missions over and over again. And second of all, you're overpowered as all hell. So there's absolutely no challenge with it, you know? Which was a real problem. Right, I'm nearly back here, so let's get the fuel. I might change from utility to something else with this vehicle. I'm not sure yet. Looks like we found a bog there. Warframe makes you overpowered as all hell and it's still fun. Yeah, that's true. But for me, like, I kind of like the sense of progression with a lot of games. So to start off undercooked and then to finish overcooked. Like, I like that idea from stuff like Dark Souls and a lot of single-player games like Red Faction that I've been playing a bit of. I like the idea that you're not just this overpowered monster at the start of the game. I like how there are certain areas where you may struggle to go to because, you know, you're struggling to beat them because you don't have the right tools. I think that's interesting. Come on. Right, there's definitely not a path here. thought there was a path here. Turn the wheel. There we go. Think I'd like the Stalker series? Yeah, I think I would too. I really enjoyed the Metro series. I can't wait until the new Metro comes to Steam. I'll be playing that. I really enjoyed 2033 and Last Light. But the Stalker series I've seen a bunch of times on sale, but I just... what the hell? Oh, I'm stuck on a tree. I just haven't had time to play them, so I've never picked them up. I might have a problem here, Taz. Come on, come on, get off the tree, get off the tree. Nice, never mind. We're Gucci. Why did I go this way? We're gonna have to thread the needle a bit here. That is not threading the needle. A little bit. There we go. Only killed a few trees. That's fine. There's plenty in the forest. We finally got our fuel. Alright, perfection. Put ourselves the fuel. I think I'll get one of the log things. And then what we'll do is we'll get the watch point, and then we'll double back and get some logs. And just do it like that. Is there anything else we need to do on this mission, Taz?
No.
Alright. So let's get rid of that and just get a... because I only need...
There's probably special missions that you can do, but at this point we've probably already not done something that we needed to for those.
Yeah. So in order to get to over there, it seems like there's two big clearings, and we could even go over here and go across. Yeah. Whatever happened, let's just go this way and see what we find.
Just remember, big clearings mean lack of winch point.
Yeah, I agree. And we're in a bog, so that's also it's a bit of a worry. I think taking that road, though, and across, that seems to be the most direct way. So we'll just go that way. I only need to bring 3 logs, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll get the watch point, we'll double back for the lumber, and then we should be good to just get it to the thing and then finish, so. This one's been a pretty simple mission, but I suppose it's the first one, so you'd hope it was simple. You don't want to drop people in and just annihilate them first off, you know. But we haven't had to use our first gear, we've only taken a little bit of damage in certain places, so overall it's been alright. That kind of worries me though. The first clearing that we've seen is just a straight drop, so hopefully the next one isn't like that.
Just steer clear of clearing. If it doesn't look like a path, don't do it.
Yeah.
And that's speaking from experience.
Right, so that looks like a path. Okay. Yeah, let's do this one then. So I've got a feeling that there's not going to be a ton of past this area, because there's actually not really a lot in this area. It's basically just a... like, there's no lumber mill, there's no, you know, there's no garage, there's nothing really, so... hopefully it's easy to get to. Right, so here's our first clearing. That looks straight like a bog. That's not good. Oh, there's the waypoint though, so... Let's see, how are we here? Oh, actually, it's not too bad. Oh, wait. Come on. It's a bog. Come on, get across. I don't think we're heavy enough for it to be that much of an issue. We seem to be getting enough traction. Yeah, we're good.
Keep moving.
Yeah. This watchtower is right in the middle of a bog. That absolutely sucks, man. Alright, here we go.
I see your bullshitter and raise you. I have 3 minutes to get there. If not, I'm running on fume.
Do you need me to bring fuel?
Shouldn't.
Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna go to the log station now. I don't think we can go through this way, so we're gonna have to go around. So we'll head up to where we were before, and then do this. Like this, and we should be good. Now that we know that we can traverse the bog without too many issues, we should be alright. By the way, if you do have any questions or anything for me or Taz, feel free. You know. Like if you want to know a specific thing about the new updates, or if you have any questions about content coming up, or what to stream, or anything like that, we're all ears. Yeah, the problem my dude is having is whenever he changes from first to second gear. He's really struggling with that transmission right now. But at least we're about to get on some solid roads, so I'm happy about that. Come on, baby. Let's get across.
Done.
Nice one.
26 liters to spare.
Plenty. Okay. Alright, calm down, brother. Let's get on the road. Let's not do anything silly. I should be getting my 3 logs pretty soon. Oh, this is bog area as well. Come on. No, stay in first, you dink. Alright, we're getting there. Push the rocks. Let's do a decent turn here. Whoa, alright. So this is like marshland. What's the difference between a bog and a marsh, or do you think they're the same thing?
Not the same.
What's the difference?
Like a while ago?
Huh?
Well, so this is just like me mentally thinking. Marsh always assume or always associated with like it stays pretty consistently flooded, but it has some sort of vegetation that floats or is on top of it, whereas a bog, that vegetation is more under and it's compressed and it doesn't have that stagnant water.
Right.
But I'm gonna Google that to verify.
Fair enough.
Because when I think of a bog, I think of like a peat bog.
Yeah.
A marsh is an area of low-lying land which is flooded in wet seasons or at high tide and typically remains waterlogged at all times. A bog is a wet, muddy ground too soft to support a heavy body. A bog or bogland is a wetland that accumulates peat, a deposit of dead plant material, often mosses, and in a majority of cases, blank moss. There's one of 4 main types of wetlands, the other being mire, quagmire, and muskeg.
Fair enough.
Those are the other names of bogs. So marsh is not one of those.
Let's see, which way do we want to go? You know what? I'm gonna risk it on the bog. I thought
So
the
you have swamp, marsh, bog, and fen as the 4 primary types. Subtypes include mangrove forest, cars, hoskins, floodplains, mire, mineral pools, and sink.
Because I remember the only true bog that I encountered is when I did the Three Peaks walk, which is a it's a walk where you go up 3 mountains in a day in England. You go up Whernside, Pennygant, and Ingleborough. Between the first 2 hills or mountains, there's this massive like bog, and it's just awful to get through. That was harder than climbing the 3 mountains. Just getting through that bog. It's definitely a walk I want to do again. You can definitely tell the difference in weight now that we have the logs on board.
You should have been pulling a trailer.
Why?
No, oh my gosh. Do you think it's heavy with just you have logs on board, pull a dead weight trailer behind you?
Oh yeah, you had an extra trailer as well. Yeah, I can't even imagine doing that. That'd be rough.
I used the winch quite a bit, but it wasn't. Once you get, the thing is, you got to keep ground speed.
Yeah. I think I should be okay. Like, I'm taking the bog route, but I'm gonna stick next to the trees. Because it's the shorter route, but I mean, we'll see how much I actually sink into the bog. Come on.
I'll go ahead and stand by to pull your ass out. Because I know it's about to happen.
I will be fine.
There's a reason I took the route I did.
Let's just keep it in first or second. Should be good. Because the main thing is, there's at least a road which goes like through the bog, and it seems to be hard. So, ooh, took a bit of damage there.
Because you have the fireproof exhaust on. It increases your chance to take damage because it puts the exhaust right below the front bump.
Oh, fair
any
enough.
rock, any branch, anything like that. Because I took, I think, 300 points of damage.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Here we go. We're on the road. Cruising along now. You'd think you'd put the lumber mill closer to where you chop wood. Now this is the tricky bit. Right here. This is the bit where it might all go wrong. Oh, you can see your old tire tracks. That's pretty cool. I thought they'd disappear after a while. Come on. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. See, going around the edge, it seems like it's a bit less boggy, so don't have to worry about it too much. Now we get on the main road. It should be smooth sailing from here, apart from that little bit of water area that we have to go through. I feel like the only reason this job would be fun is at the end of it you get like a lump sum of money and you could kind of just go to town.
Yeah, except that town is still a town of 25 people, 24 of which work for the company, and the other is a babushka that her family was killed during the Great War, and she refuses to move. Because you're in Russia.
Yeah, that's true. go. Ooh.
Like one of the things that pays really well here in the States, if you're a mechanic, will work on barges. So you're like, oh cool, I'm in a barge, I'm on the river, you know? Yeah, it's great, except you're on for like 2 months and then you get off.
Yeah, it's great until you realise you're on a barge on a river.
Yeah.
Like it's like the oil fields in Canada, where they do 3 months on, 3 months off. It's like, yeah, there's a reason why, first of all, you can't work for like 6 months at a time, and also secondly, the fact is you're in the middle of nowhere.
There's a reason it pays very well.
Yeah. Oh, come on. We're starting to hit some quite thick mud here. Might have to go slightly off to the side just to get a little bit more traction. Yeah, we're good here. Watch out for those rocks. I'm just gonna... No, you silly sausage. Let's just do this right now. I'm just gonna keep it in first through this bit, because I don't really trust the vehicle. Well, there's no reason to switch to second, but unfortunately I think Padre here is going to try. But I suppose if you're like single and you're, you know, you want to make a bunch of money, stuff like that is definitely the way to go.
Single no dependence pays very well.
Yeah. And also to be able to travel as well, that's a big thing. Is this only set in Russia? Not sure.
There is an American map.
Yeah.
Part of the DLC.
Oh, right, yeah, that makes sense.
And America is loosely defined.
And there's also like DLC maps and stuff, which I'm sure will cover different areas of the world. I think I can see all your tracks.
Oh yeah.
They're quite deep. I'm having to go through them all.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm coming over here, because I know you're gonna need to be pulled up.
Oh, here we go. This is the part. Right. Let's change it to first gear.
Hello there.
Let's make sure that we don't get stuck. Didn't play much MudRunner. I would definitely say it is worth getting. If you liked Spintires, there's no reason to not get this one. I'm sure it'll be on sale as well at some point. It was on sale yesterday, so probably should have played it then to promote it a bit. Oh, come on. Try and get out of these reeds. Taking a break from War Thunder? No, just not playing it all day. Oh, thank you. You're so kind. I really needed that boost.
Follow me.
But yeah, no, you can't play War Thunder all day. I've already unlocked 3 of the vehicles from the update, so I played through them. I'll be playing some of the other stuff as well. I'm kind of sad that there's not a lot of new maps, but got to look over that new naval map. Oh, we need a winch.
Hello there.
So yeah, I think I'll be playing more of it, and also we'll get back to streaming and doing some gameplay content for the channel. I've also got to do the past the developer stuff as well. at some point. Which ones did I unlock? I've spaded the AMD. I should say spaded actually, because I didn't unlock the AMD. Spaded the MD-35, the French attacker, and also the Italian bomber. So pretty much all the low tier stuff. Just got them done. Right, here we go. Perfect. Oh my god, I keep messing up. There we go. And that is the log's done. Nice one. Only took us an hour. It was kind of surprising, actually.
Sub-hour.
Sub-hour, you're right. 59 minutes. Only travelled 8k as well. It felt like a hell of a lot longer than that. Did all the watch points, the garages, the trucks, did everything. Good stuff. Do you want to do another one, or what do you want to do?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do another one.